This otherwise unremarkable Italian structure became internet famous in 2010 after an enthusiastic photographer spotted something crazy on its side. And when you realize what's scaling the near vertical face of Cingino Dam, you'll totally understand why. It's certainly not what you'd first expect. Hello wonderful people, I'm Scott Leffler for Wonderbot. And here is, it looks like the typical face of a near vertical dam, but look closer. This is insane. Before we begin, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell for more amazing videos. After all, the hand-built wall of masonry that forms the Cingino Dam in northern Italy's Gran Paradiso National Park appears perfectly ordinary at first glance. And really, it is perfectly ordinary. The dam holds back Lago Cingino, one of the 5 reservoirs feeding the hydroelectric Camplicioli power plant. The lake furthermore has 3 alpine water sources, the Tronconi and Antigone streams and Benella Brook. And these are all stopped by the 160-foot tall dam to create Lago Cingino, a reservoir with a surface area about 4 square miles. What's more, although the dam has a slight incline to its wall, the structure looks almost vertical. So when these photographs first surfaced online, many thought that they were seeing a hoax. That's because, like zany cartoon characters in defiance of gravity, one species of local wildlife seems perfectly content on the wall's sheer surface. Indeed, its agility and dam climbing proclivity has turned the tourist site into a must-see sensation. The creatures performing this mind-boggling balancing act are alpine ibex, a type of goat from the surrounding nature park. But while American mountain goats are renowned for their climbing ability, the ibex's fancy footwork puts their efforts to shame. Incidentally, these animals were initially misidentified as bighorn sheep, and the dam was confused with the Buffalo Bill Dam in Wyoming. However, they are most certainly alpine ibex, and the scene definitely features the Cingino Dam. Anyway, the alpine ibex take the art of balancing to a new level. Indeed, Jeff Opperman, who works for the U.S. Nature Conservancy, has seen some madcap goat balancing acts in his time, but the ibex impresses even him. In fact, Opperheim describes the pictures as mind-boggling, and he claims that one of the reasons the goats are scaling the dam is food-motivated. These animals can overcome what looks like impossible topography to get what they want, he told National Geographic. So what do they want? Apparently, it's the salt from the dam's masonry. The ibex just lick it right off the stones. That makes total sense. Lucy Cook, zoologist and Animals Unexpected presenter, confirmed. Cook told the BBC, "All animals crave salt. Without it, your nerves and muscles just don't function properly. And it's especially important for moms when they're feeding their young, so maybe that's why you only see females and their kids on this dam." She's right. It's only females and their kids that make the trip up the almost vertical face of Cingino Dam. Males, identifiable by their long curving horns, are nowhere to be seen along the wall. Sandra Lovari, who works at Italy's University of Siena, has a possible reason for this. "I've never seen adult male ibex, bulky creatures of more than 220 pounds, doing it," he wrote in an email to outdoor enthusiast website online. And it's likely then that males are just too big and heavy. Interestingly, it's actually safer for the goats on the dam surface than it is on the ground. That's because if a predator wanted ibex for dinner and saw them balancing at such unreachable altitudes, they'd probably just go for some other option instead. They're not very good runners, David Saltz, a professor at Israel's Ben Gurion University, has explained. Generally, they feel safe when standing on a cliff looking down at potential threats. If you were seeking a good meal, would you not rather have it sitting in a quiet meadow than a combat zone? But how do the goats manage to keep their balance? Well, it's a combination of both the creature's natural abilities and the Cingino Dam's construction. For instance, Opperman told National Geographic that the walls feature uneven masonry rather than smooth concrete, so there are plenty of footholds for the nimble animals. Moreover, Lovari told Outside that the soles of alpine ibex's feet are elastic and rubbery to aid in gripping the surface. In addition, the sharp edges of their hooves dig into the surface, and they have large inner ears that help them with balance. Overall then, the ibex are just naturally crazy good climbers. Curiously though, the ibex has also evolved horizontal pupils. These supposedly help protect the animals from predators by giving them a wider peripheral view, as well as improving their vision of the grass they're eating under a blazing sun. Salt said the balancing acts are not a very big effort for them, no more than sitting on stairs is for you. Even with this in mind though, the BBC's cook agreed that it's still an incredible display. She said, "Goats are famous for being really good climbers, but that's something else. It's really extraordinary."